uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Burks. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play for the Panthers. A gain of 66 yards. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Now Young. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Panthers. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll send him over to the left. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Here we go, set. Check out.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
60 Eagles.
Second and 4.
70 range, go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. A big hole. Inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 104 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Alert! Alert!
We'll go once more with Brooks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
Trap 60! Trap 60! Set! 79 Broncos! Street! Street! 18 Pioneer! Buffalo 18! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Warrior 70! Hunt!
Now Young. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play for the Panthers. 39 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
19 Lion! Ready, ready! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
Here's Young to throw. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina. Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Panthers have it. 1 quarter down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Shut up! Bring it! Ready?
Young gonna give it to Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Pass to 60. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Track at 60. Mustang 19.
Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. On third down, here's Hurts. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Panthers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Panthers have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Lion, here we go, here we go. Warriors 70. 19 Lion.
Young to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
18, Rattler, let's go.
Here's Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion comes Andrews. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. 3rd and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make 4th and goal that much more difficult. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. The ball comes out. The Panthers have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Panther 11. 70 Ranger. Ready?
On 2nd down, Young to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Chop 60.
To throw is Young. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Carolina. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Panthers stretch things out even further. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. Young. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Great. Set. Hey. Call up Yeti.
To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds them.
And he will score. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Great. Set.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Another try with Brooks. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the Eagles 7. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go Silver, ready?
To throw, Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now Hurts. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Moore going in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Young. He gets this one to Moore. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their... line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. From the 32 now is 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
on third down. They'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 tight.
Here we go. One final play. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So it's over. It's a win.